started. Building. Brothers with passports, man, holding it down. What's going on, family? We are live. Man, we got a good friend of mine, man, with a really dope channel, man. They putting in a lot of good work. They've been traveling all over the world.
Going on, family? We are live.
I hear the echo. You gotta put your stuff on. There you go.
I got you.
So, yeah, we got Delane from Foreign Strategies in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Man, when you sent me this list today, I was just like, whoa. About, is it beneficial for American men to get married? But we're going to talk about that in a second, man. First and foremost, let everybody know about your channel and what countries you've been to thus far.
Okay, so channel is called Foreign Strategies. My co-host, he's going to hop on soon. Mm-hmm. And we two American brothers. We travel. We had a lot of things in common. I had a travel channel, and he had his own channel, Foreign Strategies, and he was doing it by himself. Mm-hmm. And we would do podcasts all the time, and we would always chop it up. And next thing you know, hour rolls by, 2 hours roll by, and we talking about travel, we talking about business, we talking about women. Mm-hmm. And it was like, man, we just did a podcast, what we just vibed about, what we just talked about. And he was like, yo, we should just join forces, and like see what we can do. So we recently, our first stint, we went to Brazil. So a lot of our content is going to be from Rio, Barra Tijuca, different parts of Rio, nightlife, daytime activities. And then a big chunk of our content is doing lives. We do a lot of interviews with the women, just to get the perspective of non-Western women, like women outside of America, because there's a lot of channels for women in America, but I saw there was a void of getting that perspective from the female voice. So what I envisioned in my mind was having a panel of Brazilian women sitting down, chopping it up, telling us about their culture, how they feel about things, and such in that nature. So recently we went to Athens, Greece, and we had I don't know, do you know Minority, Digital Minority?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah,
it does sound. They have like an Instagram page or something, right?
Yeah, it's a brother that travels around, and he goes to Belarus, he goes to Eastern Europe places, he tries the food. He's kind of like Anthony Bourdain, in that nature. And we brought him on, and he was speaking highly of Greece. So I was looking at T-Bob looking at me, and we were like, man, we should go check it out. I mean, it was cool, but unfortunately, it's the wrong time to go. The best time to go is during the summer, obviously, and I don't really do too well with cold weather, so I got kind of sick. And
you was messaging me while you was out there. I was like, oh man, that's messed up. It's nothing worse than being sick overseas, man.
Yeah, man, my immune system is terrible, bro. It's like a toddler, man. It's so bad, and we made the best of it. We made a couple vlogs out there. We met up with this. She's like a famous singer from Russia, Moscow, and we did a pre-recorded interview with her, and she was saying some very interesting things. She was saying like, "Oh, there's a lack of men in Moscow, Russia. If you go there now, the women outnumber the men, and we were talking about the war. We had World War II, and there's a problem with alcoholism with the men, and so if you're a sought out candidate, you would stand out pretty well going out there. And that's funny because once we clipped that and we put it on the channel, it did really well. And then we took a bite-sized clip of that interview and we put it on TikTok, and it went viral.
Okay.
Wait, I think T-Bob's he said he has a problem with the cams right now.
He says he's coming on.
Oh, okay. So she was like, the former USSR, there's a problem, there's a lack of men, there's a lack of abundance of men in Moscow. And that just went crazy on TikTok. It went nuts. And Pretty much, we try to test the market, and it had a very conservative overtone there because I'm tell you, like one time I was on the street and I'm a nightlife guy, right? So I'm looking for the night spots, and we don't have no contact. So I'm like walking around, and I'm not even trying to spit some game, Just I go to a lady, and she looked like she was nice. She looked like she was approachable, and I go to her. I say, "Excuse me," and then she had headphones on, and I'm like, "Damn, all right, she got headphones on. This is gonna be a kind of awkward." So she finally takes her headphones out, and I say it again. Excuse me, hey, how you doing? And she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm about to tell her, I'm about to ask her a question about what's the nightlife like. She totally didn't understand what I was saying. I don't even know if she knew English. And then she just looked at me like I was a homeless person and walked away from me. And I told T-Bob, he's like, what? Really? She did that? But so yeah, like Athens, Greece is it can be conservative, particularly that area that we were in. But overall, when we got in a taxi cab, the taxi guy was very warm. And he was like, "Oh, I can tell you guys where to go. I know you got some young brothers. What's going on, T-Bob?"
Yo, it's good. Sorry, guys. Struggling. Technology struggles.
No, you
So,
good, man. You good.
yeah, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, we
Yeah,
doing well. We doing well.
I'm telling him about
Good,
Athens,
good to see you
Greece.
again. Oh, you talking about Athens? Okay, okay. You talking
Yeah,
about how much fun you had? Coughing, coughing, sneezing every 2 seconds.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah, I mean, it has a lot of potential. I think the best
Mhm.
time to go is summertime. Unfortunately, I got sick. Um, I did go to a club and the music was off the chain. It was really good. We ended up a
what
friend
type
of a
of
friend.
what type of music they play over there?
Oh man, it was like Afro beats, hip hop.
Oh, nice.
It's called Dirty Blonde, and I
Okay,
met up with a African promoter
man.
and
Them
his girl.
Africans is everywhere, boy. They all around the
Yeah,
world. Shit. That's what's up. Shout out to my
yeah,
Africans getting out there. Man,
yeah,
that's what's
and
up.
yeah, he set me up nice, man. He introduced me to like a couple of his friends. They were all girls. His girlfriend was there. She was a baddie, and they were very nice. They took care of me. And then one of the friend, like his girlfriend's friend, I was trying to talk to her, but I was like translating the whole time in Greek. She was bad, and she ain't had no idea what I was saying. I got the Instagram, and I tried to make the best of it, but I was busy sneezing. I was like, man, I need to get out of here, man. I'm like
Man,
sick up in the club.
I definitely understand how that feels, man. Like that
Yeah,
language barrier,
yeah,
especially when you see you can feel her vibe too. You like, okay, I know she's feeling me, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
communicate with her without the translator, man. It just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
come off the same. I tell guys all the
exactly.
time, like, it's the way we say it a lot of times. You know what I mean? Like we try to
Right.
communicate with a girl, what we
Mm-hmm.
saying ain't gonna be the most magical or the most funniest ish, but it's the way you say it. But
Mm-hmm.
with that translator, it just don't hit the same, man.
That's
It
right.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
don't. T-Bob, what's going on, my brother? How you been, man?
Man, been good. I'm good. Currently in Tulum, Mexico, so can't complain.
Man, tell us about Tulum. What's going on out there in Tulum, Mexico, brother?
Tulum is an interesting place. I would say it's an extension of LA. Am I echoing? Or is this
I
just
think you're
me?
good now.
Yeah, okay, okay. So yeah, I would say it's an extension of LA.
Mhm.
But for me, Tulum is more of it's more of a business thing for me. But you definitely can come out here and have fun. Tulum, it's pretty much like a cluster of people from all over the world traveling here.
Mhm.
Uh, a lot of Argentinians, a lot of Europeans, a lot of people from Latin America in general. So it's pretty cool in that sense. But the downsides is it's expensive. Um, and if you don't like the LA vibe, if you don't like the influencers everywhere, that type of vibe, it might not be for you.
Mhm.
But if you do, it's a great place. You probably can't beat it any other city in the world if that's what you like.
Okay, I'm not familiar with Mexico at all, man. So forgive me, but does Tulum have a beach? Like, what's the landscape like?
Yeah. So it's a beach, right? So it's about 2 hours south from Cancun. I would say the beaches in Cancun are nicer than here, but yes, there's a beach. The beaches kind of come off as kind of exclusive. You have to get to a lot of the beach. You have to go through hotels, although there are public beaches as well, but they're not as nice to me. So me personally, I rarely go to the beaches out here. I generally stay in like the city center area because it's, like I said, it's cheaper. And to me, the vibe that you get in the city center versus the beaches are much more down to earth in the city versus out on the beach. Everybody's just out there taking pictures, etc. But it's a hate it or love it spot, I would say. Definitely, it's hate it or love it. It's not going to be in the middle. So
okay.
I recommend every guy to come out here.
I think PMT would like Playa a lot, man.
Yeah, Playa. See, Playa is more of a middle ground, I think, than a place like Tulum.
I think you would love it.
How the ladies look out there in La Playa?
Oh, that's
nice.
No, the best place in the world, right?
Yeah, Playa is my favorite place in the world, man. My like beach town.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you this about to go back to Greece, man. Like, how do women look over there in Greece? So they, because I heard they got kind of like a little darker skin than most typical Europeans.
I had a date with this girl from Greek. She was Greek, and let me see if I can pull her up. Show you a little bit. She's bad, man. She's bad.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna catch these super chats. Shout out to Prince O with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that, my dude. He says, "You guys are grinding. Keep up the good work." Yeah, man. We're trying to put the word out here. We're trying to get the word out there. Don't be sitting in the matrix miserable. Use them passports, man. Stop them passports. We got a $5 super chat from Big Will. He says, "What's good, fellas? Just showing love, bros. Please don't get married until you have seen and lived enough life." That's, you know what? We should have put that in the list too. Because what you hear from older cats that's been married 20, 30 years, 9 times out of 10 isn't the best. When you're a young guy, you be like, "Man, you've been married 20 years. How you like it?" Oh yeah, she's nice. Hold on, let me put that on the big screen real quick. So is that how they look out there? Like, she looks a little Middle Easternish a little bit.
Let's see if I can show you another picture. Yeah, it's that Greek look right there. It's like very.
Oh, she's nice, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do a Grease Uncut Patreon video pretty soon, brother. You got them receipts over there.
Let's show you one more.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
So she got really strong features, and I had a date with her.
But she didn't speak any English.
No, she spoke really good English.
Oh, dope.
She was saying some crazy stuff, man. She was like, "Oh," because we had matched before I got out there. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna kill it out here," and all this other stuff. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "You'll see." And she was like, "It's a tier system." She's like, "If you American and an athlete, you like top, and then if you American, it's like a second tier." And I'm just like,
So when she said athlete, did she mean like
basketball player?
Oh, okay.
Like, dudes that go overseas playing basketball, like they clean up over there. And then if you're American, you clean up just as well. And it's another story to that, but she was definitely it was a successful first date. First date. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And where'd you meet her at?
I met her off Tinder. Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What was the matches coming pretty regularly out there on Tinder?
Yeah, but it was nothing compared to like being in Rio or being in Mexico. I don't know if it was because it was cold. It was a different vibe. What I mean? I did get a decent amount of matches, but I don't know. I think my headspace was because I was sick, and I was like nursing myself to health. So I don't know, man. It was just like I was neutral. I was neutral about the whole dating thing. But
okay, and T-Bob, you was out there as well, right?
Yeah, so that was back actually my second time out there. I would say my last time was better than this previous time. Generally, I think because it was winter time this time around,
Okay.
as well as I also spent majority of my time in another city, Thessalonica. Thessalonica is more of like the Rio, I would say, of Greece. Athens is more of the Sao Paulo. So generally speaking, you're going to get more of a chill vibe in the Rio part of the country than in the Sao Paulo part of the country. So I think if we would have went to Thessalonica, the experience would have been much different than what we just experienced. So, but overall, Greece in the summertime, I think it's probably hard to beat because of the islands. You got people, like I said, from all over the world going there for one specific reason. So it's a great place to go to. I would definitely recommend it, but skip out on going there in the wintertime for sure.
Nah, don't do it.
Okay.
Unless you're going
basically,
for other reasons. Yeah.
So is Greece considered to be like Eastern Europe in that area?
It's Mediterranean, guess you could say Baltic.
Okay.
Yeah, so next like
Macedonia.
Croatia, Macedonia, Serbia, that type area. So you get that olive complexion. But generally speaking, when it comes to language and stuff, I was surprised you said she didn't speak English. I've never run into someone in Greek.
I think you did say she spoke English, right? You said she did speak English, right? Foreign strategy.
Well, the one that you, Delane, the one you said you met at the club, you said she didn't speak English. That one girl you
Nah,
met.
nah,
Wow,
she
yeah, I've
speak
never experienced that in Greece. Yeah,
Yeah.
generally
I was
it's in the
translating.
EU. You're a translator. Wow.
Yeah.
Because,
And
countries
I'm
in the
assuming in Tulum they don't speak that much English, right?
Well, since 90% of the people here are foreigners, so it's pretty
Everybody
much
speak English.
yeah. So it's Tulum is not a place you come to get the Mexican experience because it's just a bunch of as gringos out here.
Mhm.
So it's
Hence why you say it's kind of expensive.
exactly.
Yeah, man, they raised it up.
Yeah, it's ridiculously expensive out here.
How much is the average one bedroom out there?
One bedroom, let's say city center would be what, about 70 a night, 80, 70,
Yeah, I would
80 a
say,
night.
yeah.
And then if you go to the beach, it's what,
It's so
150,
much.
200,
Yeah,
150 minimum, probably.
it's a
Yeah.
trip. Yeah.
Oh wow.
150 minimum. And then the meals themselves. Like I remember my first time I was out there before I knew anything, went to lunch without getting any drinks. $150. This was including the tip, everything, just for myself. $150.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Bro, what you ordered, bro?
$150, dude. I was mind blown, absolutely mind blown. Yeah,
Damn.
I don't know. It's ridiculous. So I learned from that lesson: never eat on the beach, Tulum.
Yeah.
There are some cheap spots, but the food is not that good either on the beach. It's just they make it like the scenery is very nice. Like the restaurants themselves, they put a lot of money into it. Like the vibes are cool. There's usually a lot of beautiful women surrounding you. The hostesses are like absolutely gorgeous, but the food itself is extremely overpriced. And then they always tag on the service charge. It's yeah. So I recommend people stay in the center and eat out there as well because it's so much cheaper. Like this girl was trying to get me to meet her at the beach the other night, and I was like, I should have said no. Like
That's a commitment.
No. Yeah,
That's
I was like, yeah, I gotta pay what, like $15 each way, $15-$20 each way for taxi, and then go pay $20+ for a drink. Not worth it.
Man. Well, yeah, I'm sure y'all already know in Rio it's very reasonable out here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can eat off the beach all day. I got a question from Angel. It says, "What's the name of the second city in Greece?" I guess that's the second city you were talking about, T-Bob.
Thessalonica. I'm probably saying that wrong, but if you could, Thessalonica.
Yeah, it's like North Greece, right?
North Greece. Yeah, that city's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, man, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get into the show. I'm gonna put this merch commercial real quick, and then we're gonna get right into it, man. Let me see if I can put this up here. Fellas, don't forget to check out the Black Man Travels merch store where you can purchase BMT t-shirts, tank tops, travel quote tees, and much more. Stay travel motivated, my friends. Join the movement. Hey, family, if you want to connect with your fellow travelers around the globe and get early access to content as well as private events and merch store discounts, then make sure you join the private Black Man Travels 2.0 Facebook group. All right, then we are back. Now, man, when I got this list, I'm going to go ahead and pull up because it's a list of 50 reasons why American men don't want to get married, but I narrowed it down to 10.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go 1 through 10, and I'm gonna let you guys explain, what's your thoughts on this and why you can saying this is, making these points of why brothers should not get married. Well, traveling bros should not get married. And this is number 1. We got number 1 here. After marriage, she has a total monopoly on sex. She chooses when she gives you sex. I'll start off with you, Delane. What you think about that?
Yeah, that wasn't even number 1 on the list. Oh, that's a good one, man. So all right, first of all, before I go into that question, when I thought about the theme, I always have these talks with my friends, like, is marriage a good deal in America? Because some of my friends are actually married, right? And some of my friends actually divorced. And I talk to them about it all the time. And it's 50-50. Some of them really like it and some of them don't. So, some get lucky, so I don't want to put that narrative like I hate marriage. I don't know what the laws is outside of America as far as marriage. Like if you want to get married in Brazil or if you want to get married somewhere overseas. I see myself, if I do get married, I see myself getting married overseas as opposed to getting married in America, because I know the different laws and the court system and the government. But pertaining to the sex, man, I haven't been in a relationship more than 2 years. And the relationship that I had with that girl, it was a very healthy sexual relationship. So I got lucky, and she initiated it more than I did. She was Filipino. Her parents were married. That's a big telltale sign. If you're dating a woman and her parents are married, and see, I mean, obviously you don't want to go on a first date and be like, oh, is your parents married? How do they treat each other? But like, you kind of want to dive into that type of information. You want to find out, because that's a model, right, of how she's going to see a man being treated by a woman. She's going to see how a woman is being treated by a man, like her mom, her dad.
100% agree.
Right. So, I just think, like, if you spend enough time with somebody years in and years out, it's a natural progression to be kind of tired of each other. Unless you like spice it up and like, dress up in Santa suits and reindeers and stuff like that and role play. Most people probably don't do that stuff, right? But I don't know, like you pretend like, you're on the beach of Rio and like, hey, pull up on me with a bikini or something. But yeah, I mean, it's safe to say women control access to sex and we control access to marriage, right? So yeah, I mean, it's not a fair deal, because it gets stale. The majority of the times, I don't want to put the onus on us. We get complacent. We get used to each other. Hanging out, like, I have like long lasting friendships. And if I'm hanging out with a friend for a long time, and this could be my best friend forever, right? Like I could take a bullet for him. If I live with him for a year, I know I'm gonna get tired of living with him at some point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need like some type of space. I need to like break or something like that, right? So I just think the whole idea of, it's tough, man. When you with somebody years and years out, things get stale, and you just gotta find ways to make it fresh. And it's
All right.
hard, man.
All right. So T-Bob, what do you think? What's your thoughts on this?
So like I'm supposed to be answering if I agree with it, like the statement, if that's true or not, or just kind of.
Yeah. Basically, what do you feel about the statement?
So I definitely think that's the truth, but to me, it's like if she does have the power, this power, and she's not like giving it up enough, that's to me permission for the man to cheat, because essentially, that's she's messing with the human nature of a man, right? Human nature of man is wanting to have sex, and to me, she doesn't have the right to tell him to not go out and get sex if she's not giving it to him. Simple as that.
Yeah, that is facts, man. I mean, that is a lot of power, because when you're married, you're going into a monogamous contract, basically. And for the most part, guys who've been in long-term relationships know that, especially when you live with women, that they don't want to have sex as much as you 9 times out of 10. So it's very difficult. But that is one of the main reasons a lot of guys who have options don't want to get married. But I'll go ahead and move on to number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
All right. The husband is not allowed to tell her what to do because of American feminism. What do you think about that, T-Bob? I'll start off with you this time.
The husband is not allowed to tell her what to do because of American feminism. Wow. So pretty much, why are you all married? Like, what benefit is he getting out of the marriage if she's just there, not actually letting him take the lead? I would think that's why people get married, right? So they could benefit off of each other's strengths, right? Strengths and weaknesses. And if he's not able to be a man anymore, what is he getting out of the relationship? So that makes zero sense for a man in America to get married if he's unable to lead his wife.
Yeah, that's true, man. Because I know when I was in my little long-term relationship, one of the biggest things I didn't like was she used to tell me, "Oh, I don't listen to men," and I'd be like, "Well, what's the point of us even?" I'm like, "What you mean?"
Yeah.
But once again, this is before I knew how to validate her history, as far as she didn't have a good history with her father. As a matter of fact, her father told me they were Haitian, and her father straight up was on the phone. He needed some money, so I sent him some money. That's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Sending her people money. But I sent him some money, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I really appreciate that $100. Yo, if you have a problem with her, just beat her." And I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "My nigga, you're on speakerphone right now, right?" So
Jeez.
yeah, man, different cultures, man. Like,
Dang.
you had a problem with her, man. Just beat her up. I'm like, damn, you
His
fucking
daughter,
daughter like
is
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how sometimes these different cultures be getting down. Real talk. Real talk, man. So let me go on to this third, and I'll get your spin on this one, Delane.
Okay.
If you go through a rough financial period, you will also go through a rough relationship period. Meaning, I guess if you lose your job, and I've heard this countless times, I'm not going to front, from my guys who've been married. I know Cat that told me he sold insurance for 25 years. And when he lost his job, it was like 2008, the market crashed, and he lost his job. He was like, "Man, me and my wife had to move to separate rooms. She stopped sleeping with me. She stopped listening to me. She started undermining me in front of my children." So it's definitely some truth to that. It's definitely some truth to that. But I'll go ahead and get your take on it, Delane.
Yeah, I mean, the love that you have with your mom is unconditional, and the love that you have with your woman, that's conditional. That's always it's always
Say that one more time, brother. How old are you, man? That's that real grown man talk.
No, I mean, like,
get that to like 35 plus. You know what I'm saying? You got that game early.
No, just think about it. Like, I remember I was talking to this Danish girl, and we had to talk about this, and she actually agreed with me, because you always talk. He was talking about you get into a debate with women, they don't always, even if you're right, they don't want to admit it. But she actually admitted it. I was like, hey, listen, if we were married and I lost my job and I wasn't able to produce, you would look at me differently, and then eventually you would leave me because X, Y, and Z. And she was like, "Oh, okay, I can see your point. It is based on conditions. It's based on conditions. At some point, it's gonna be. If you're unemployed for 2 years, but you had the role of having, the money, the status, or whatever, and she's used to her lifestyle, and then you lose that, she's gonna be looking at other men that can provide, and she's gonna be looking at them like, well, what am I doing? So I think it's based on conditions, definitely.
Man, you make a really good point, man. And I want to say this because I think
That's-
some guys that don't travel, a lot of guys assume, especially in Latin America, that the whole culture is a certain way as far as women cook and clean, and there's some
yeah.
truth to that to a certain degree. But I remember
Mhm.
when we was in Lapa, and we had met these college girls on the beach in Ipanema, right? Shout out to my dude Ja. And we had this whole conversation. We had been with them for like the entire day, and whatnot. And we were just going back and forth. They spoke English,
Mhm.
and I remember the girl was just like, "Oh, I don't cook at all." Like the
Yeah.
question was, would you marry me if I just never cooked? I just don't. Her thing, she had like a phobia of the kitchen,
Yeah.
and my boy he was just at it like, man, hell no, I would never marry you. No, you don't never cook for me. She was like, oh, you can order, but he was like, nah, man, nah, I'm not taking you serious. None of that. And then
Right.
she
Right.
asked me, and I gave a very political answer to her. I was like, listen,
You see here.
if I did something that like cooking is needed in a relationship. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't want to eat out every single day. That's
Right.
just
Right.
ridiculous. It's lazy and it costs too much. It costs money eventually. Now I order food every day myself here, but still,
Mhm.
but you have a woman in the home, hey baby, go ahead and hit that kitchen for a couple, 30, 40 minutes and fix us something to eat.
Mhm.
So she was like, well, would you not marry me? And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We could be really good friends. We
Yeah.
could be really good friends. So, and they're Brazilian women. So
Yeah.
some of that Western, what I'm saying, ization is kind of creeping itself out here because most women in South America gonna cook, man.
Mm.
So it's conditions on both sides. I would say that, and that's one of them things that
I
you
agree.
definitely gonna know before you get married. Like,
Yeah.
I've dated women that told me, "Oh no, I don't cook," and they try to cook and they burn the pizza, and I'd be like, "Listen, a woman that can't cook is like dating a man that can't have
Right.
sex properly." Okay, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, no matter how much you like me, love me, cared about me, and I was walking around with this in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
I couldn't even get you off because I don't have the equipment. How would
Exactly.
that make you feel? Much as you care about me, you would be like, "Oh, I love him as a friend, but I can't marry him because he doesn't please me sexually."
Right.
Exactly.
Or you got women that you got different types of women, but you got women that say if you can't change a tire, they won't marry you, bro. You feel me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
it's
true.
all relationships are all conditional, even in friendship. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a friend, your homeboy, you
Mhm.
guys are feeding off each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, most
Exactly.
definitely.
That's
Let's
mine.
go on to number 4, man. I'll let you catch this one. T Bob. She will expect you to put her above your family and friends. She is the highest priority now. What do you think about that?
Oh man, that's this is definitely true. This is exactly how they think. I definitely, obviously, I don't agree with it. I think it's sad that it's this way, but essentially, how I counter this is pretty much you have to let them know at the beginning
Mhm.
that you are here to contribute to my life, right? And I'm here to contribute to yours. But you're not going to get in the way of the other things that I have going. It's as simple as that. And the fact that so many men have literally thrown their, like, what their, whether it's their careers, the businesses they wanted to start it, thrown their family aside, XYZ aside for women, it's sad. It's sad. And I think this goes back to being the man's fault rather than the woman's fault. I think we've done so much of men to drop everything for a woman. Like, let's say a woman wants to go on a date. Like, we drop our friends, we drop everybody so we can go out with this woman. Whereas a woman, she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't drop her friends. She wouldn't drop her family. So this actually is all on the men, and this is why
Mhm.
they're able to think this way now. So
Mhm.
it's sad that it's this way, but it's the men's fault for sure. for that.
That's very true. I definitely get your point. In a traditional marriage, even before the kids, you're supposed to be putting each other first at all times. But we know in most cases, especially if she already has a kid from a previous relationship, she's not going to put you first. So when I'm reading all these, because Delane sent me all this, when I'm reading through this, I'm like, I can see it from both sides of the coin to a certain degree.
Yeah, that's
true. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see if you got a good woman, and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, then I could definitely see kind of putting her first. But hopefully, she'll know, hey, I got moms, I got, what I'm saying? I got my sister. Like, come on now, like, let's not go through that because you got your dad or whoever in her situation that we all love. So I can see that to a certain degree. Now, this is a good one. I got this one for you, Delane. This is a good one right here, bro.
Oh, for real?
She can divorce you and make her biggest profit from you. That's very true. I don't know if y'all saw that, what I posted in the Facebook group of Black Men Travels 2.0 Facebook group of all the guys who got divorced. Yeah, Michael Jordan, I think he got $250 million or something. Who else? Jeff Bezos. Yeah, lost like
Dr. Dre.
Making her like the richest woman in the world off a divorce.
Yeah, the top 10 richest women in the world. So
all divorces. All divorces now.
90% of them.
Yeah. I mean,
and even if you're an average guy now, because somebody posted in the group that, well, those are rich dude problems, not necessarily. Because I know cats that they have a truck or something, and they maybe paid off their house, when they were married, and then their wife get the entire house, and now they back in the 1-bedroom apartment. You feel me? When they paid off a $250,000 house, which is worth probably $500,000 at this point. So you don't have to be rich in order to feel that type of pain, bro. Because more than likely, they will get the house. Like, let's be honest with you, they're gonna get that house. Especially if you get married to you, depending on your state you live in, they're getting something about you, bro. And it's gonna be the biggest asset. And in most cases, it's gonna be property.
Yeah, I mean, I have a really close friend of mine. His uncle, he owned 3 houses. He was married to his wife. Well, now they're divorced now. When they got divorced, she actually got, I think, 2 of the houses. Don't quote me on that. I think, and he was going to his own. Now it's her house. It's turned over to her after the divorce, and he was going to the house, and she had a boyfriend there. Imagine seeing another man in a house that you used to own because of a divorce. Now you have to relinquish your property that you worked really hard for, and then those assets are in her hands, and then she's bringing in another man that's reaping off your assets. I mean, that's really it basically gives it an incentive for the woman to be like, you know what, at a bat of an eye, I'm divorcing you because I know Uncle Sam, what do you call it, Uncle Sam, got my back. He got my back no matter what. So it's not really much of a. It's like a lot of reward for the woman to be like, you know what, this is not working out. Irreconcilable differences. I'm going to cash out. I'm going to get me a Chad, and I'm going to move them into the assets that you built. You know what I mean? And like, I'm gonna agree with you too. Like, if you are not even making, if you're not on a high pay scale, and you're making, 50, 60,000 or whatever the case may be, I heard in a lot of cases the women still get money. They still, if you're in Florida, they get alimony, and they could be making more money. It's just unfair, and I get it. If there's kids involved, you gotta take care of the kids, but it's just unfair. It's unfair to the man.
But you know what? I mean, you make a very valid point. I'm glad you mentioned that, as far as the guy that saw the other guy in his home that he had paid off or paid for, right? And I had a similar situation with a friend of mine down when I was living in Atlanta. He was dating this older woman, my boy might have been like 34, 33 or something like that. The woman was a little older. She went through a divorce and she had a really, really nice house. They all worked for the postal service. And he used to be over there all the time. I used to be like, bro, you might want to be careful. I said, bro, you might want to get her to come to your crib, even though you just got a little apartment in the hood. I said, I'd rather you deal with her over there because it's like one of my young cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older than him. And he was like, yeah, Farris, I get it, but she got a pool table. She got a pool. And I was like, yeah, but from the situation you telling me, her husband bought that house. So long and behold, he's been messing with her for like just a couple of weeks. And guess who pulls up middle of the damn night with the tool. And he had to jump ship, get the hell on because the buddy, of course, saw dude car in the driveway, and he just flipped out, and he just ran around the house shooting the gun up in the air, just like that.
Damn, man.
You feel me? And he's like, man, when he went to the front door, I asked out the back door, and I just left my car, I just ran and called my homeboy to come pick me up. I said, I told you, bro. You don't know how a man gonna react when he see a dude 20 years younger than him in his house that he paid for, banging his ex-wife. Come on, bro. You don't know how men react.
Yeah, that's true. Man.
The thing that's so crazy about those situations is that I bet you 9 times out of 10, the woman she's already put that plan in motion. She's already has this guy that was a backup. I'm pretty sure there's some statistics out there that women already have a guy that's next in line that they already vetted and they kind of talked to already, probably even dated, and then she divorced, and then all of a sudden she has this house and then this guy comes in. That was probably already premeditated.
Yeah, most definitely, man. When you've been married for 20-something, 30 years, your ex-wife, she gonna want that young thing that she been talking to at the post office. You know what I'm saying? She want that trainer. She want that 6-pack guy. Hold on, let me put my Eli, I just dropped a link in the chat, bro. You can come on. Let me get to the next one real quick, man. Hold on. Give me a second, fellas. We moving through here. All right, this is a question. This is a good one for you, T-Bob. In marriage, she can label you mentally abusive and justify destroying the family. So I guess what I interpret that to be is if you're trying to give, mentally abusive can be sometimes mentally abusive, but in most cases, it's like giving direction. You know what I'm saying? Like telling your woman this, that, and the other, that can be labeled as mentally abusive, especially if she never had a father in the home to, seeing her mom take direction from her dad. So when you date a woman that comes from a single parent home, this is kind of new to her. This is what happened to me in my particular situation. She wasn't used to a man trying to lead it, and she called me mentally abusive. And I never said nothing about her weight, nothing, because she had gained a whole bunch of weight. You know what I'm saying? Breath used to be stinking in the morning and stuff. Like mentally abusive, and like, hey, baby, can you brush your teeth real quick? That's mentally abusive.
That's mentally abusive.
You know what I'm saying? So what's your take on it, man?
Interesting. So pretty much based off what you said, definitely help clear it up a bit. So women are now using a man being in their masculine frame as saying that's like abusive to them, and now they're using that as a tool to essentially mess up the family. Is that pretty much what this is saying?
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a good reason why men should just simply not get married, because once again, it's literally taking you out of your habitat, right? Your habitat is to pretty much lead. And when women are saying what you're doing as a man, like is messing them up, and now that's an excuse to mess up the family, that's sad. That's extremely sad. And it's definitely something I'd say we experience a lot in our community, I would say specifically, because I've seen it firsthand. How stuff gets thrown on the man, and it's like as you get older, you're like, wow, it actually wasn't the man's fault. He was just doing what a man is supposed to do. So it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but it's definitely true. This definitely does go on for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my dude, my guy out here, Eli, in the building. What's going on, Eli? What's going on, brother? It's been a minute, man. How you doing? How you feeling, baby?
GMT squad up. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Man,
No,
I'm
I
good,
ain't
bro.
never seen you driving before. I mean, we all
I know, man. I'm in my little Challenger right now. I'm in Florida right now, but I'm gonna be getting back out there around my birthday or whatnot. But I wanted to touch on this subject, man, because one, I'm a divorced brother, a recently divorced brother, like a year removed from it, and I just wanted to just say to black men, all right, we got to switch up how we're doing. Period. We already know that, right? But what I mean by that is, like your boy Kevin, whatever his name is, Noel says, man, you got to start giving these girls assessments. And excuse my language when I say that, because see, these women think that they're elite, but these are basic chicks that don't do basic shit. And when I say basic shit, I mean like cooking, just listening to you.
No cursing, bro.
I'm sorry, PG, sorry. Basic S. So these women gotta basically, they're at the point now where they gotta un-F theyself because they effing theyself. And it's sad because there's no man there. All they got is triple and double A batteries because they got their own hand. There's no man there. You understand? Because see, when you traveling ain't all of that, but it's good. But it's something to show you, to have something to compare to. And men, we got to start asking these women simple questions, brother. Like when I say they basic and your questions should be basic, like, why are you even dating a girl that don't have a hobby? If she doesn't have a hobby, she has no interest level. So where is her interest going to be at in you? She's uninteresting. Ask her. Ask these women, where do you see yourself 2 years from now? Bro, you gonna got a blank stare, crickets. They're going to look up, look around, kind of like rolling their eyes. They're going to tell you, well, I'm going to finish school. I might move, get me a house. It's the same old same. Mm-hmm. So when a woman comes into your life, does it incline or decline? You spend more. Mm-hmm. You stress more. Your grades start coming in. Niggas is dying earlier. Man, bro, it's unhealthy because you got to unbalance in the world. We are the original man and women on this planet. You understand that? So if we're not getting along, the whole world is out of alignment. Why do you see the homosexuality? These women ain't feminine, they feminine. And these men is feminine too. You acting like a woman. You turning into a woman. You a woman but want to be a man. That's not feminine. I feel feminine energy when I'm in Colombia. I feel feminine energy when I go somewhere else. These are men. And then the sad thing is they're in denial. So these women, if you ask them, would you marry yourself? Would you even date yourself? Then how the hell you expect me to? They not even dateable to their own self. Or they so engulfed. There's nothing real about you. Your booty fake. Your titties fake. You got to push up, bro. When you come out, they fall down. Your fitness is out of balance. You're too lazy. If she won't go to the gym, that's a hobby, brothers. If she's too lazy to get off of the couch, what you think she gonna do for you when you hungry? What you think she gonna do for you when you ain't getting no sex? Man, we gotta reevaluate your value as a man. If you a high to a mid-value brother, then why are you dealing with low-value chicks? Better yet, why are you dealing with projects? You're raising a little girl. Don't you already got a daughter? You paying for her food. You paying for her clothes. You paying for her shoes. You paying for her hair. Come on, man. These women don't read nothing. If I go to a couple scriptures in the Bible, I'll destroy them. They wonder why they got scabs and they bald-headed. The Most High said, I will smite the daughters of Zion with baldness. This is in the scriptures. That's why you bald-headed. You wear a wig. You want to talk about you a woman. You want to talk about you a woman and use your grandmother or your great-grandma as a reference. She would get out of her grave and slap you left, right, up, down again. Why you wearing blonde hair? They never did that. We come from a generation of ancestors of Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, C.J. Madam Walker. They laid down a foundation not for you to walk around here with a snow cone color head, looking like the American flag, blonde hair. Why we want to be like our oppressors and they copying us? It's because we don't know nothing. When the last time they read a book, looked at some art, read history, man, you can't learn if you don't listen. And there's too many lessons they missing, and you're not letting brothers that are really intelligent, really want to be with you, teach you. So go get your Pookies and Rayway. But see, you want an expiration date. We not. See, we in our prime, you 35-year-olds, you 40-year-old men, you in your prime all the way to 65. Hell no, you shouldn't get married. I was married. This girl cheated on me 2 times. I forgave her the first time because we both messed up. I looked her dead in the eye. I said, yo, if you do it again, I have no choice but to look at you as a thought. I can no longer look at you as a wife. 2 months later, she did it again. And I just luckily caught her. I had to go because I know my value. Right. That's my personal shit. But I mean, personal business, but I don't care. Sorry about that. But personal S. But it doesn't matter. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. It's just I feel the pain of what all of you brothers are going through because there is a difference out there. And I'm not promoting foreign women to be the end all be all because you got pros and cons there, but you got a better selection. You got a woman that actually is willing to like get to know you. When the last time your girl really asked a question to you, brothers, about you? What does she really know about you, brother? Like your dreams, your vision, your aspirations. What does she really know? You steadily spending money, but you're not getting an ROI. That's a return on your investment. So that means you're going broke secretly, and you don't, and you love it, and you like it, cause she got a big booty. Like your boy Kevin said, stop telling these girls they thick when they fat. Then you got Pillsbury Dough girls, you got water buffaloes out here. It ain't cute, and then you got a bad attitude to match. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro, you right. Cause I know how you get down. You get down like this in real life too. You remember? Remember when we were on that? Remember when we were on that double date with my girl in Barranquilla?
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I go hard, man, because I love the people. I love the people, man. And it's like, you know, you did a show talking about, can brothers build Black Wall Street? Can we get that back? Hell yeah. You know what? We got to take it back. See, we're too busy waiting for these white folks to give us something. Bro, we got to build Black Wall Street. That's how it was built the first time. They didn't wait on nobody. What are we still waiting on? 40 acres in the middle? I'm going to take my 40 acres through intelligence, through building a system. See, we work in a system, but we don't build systems for ourselves. So then we wonder why our life is unorganized. Well, did you ever try to organize it? It's simple things. Like if I seen somebody and I'm like, well, dang, why do you keep backing up and walking into the wall? Why don't you just walk around it? See, we got to learn how to use the least amount of energy to get the maximum results. We exert too much energy and then we don't have enough for us. It's because we're being drained by energy vamps. But you got to recognize that. You say you a boss. Then why are you so scared to make an executive decision to fire that chick? Fire that nigga out your life. What value do some of your boys have in your life? Nothing. I asked the girl, I said, what is your hobby? Yesterday, she's Puerto Rican and Mexican, cute little chick. I said, what is your hobby? She said, smoking weed. Man, I dropped the mic, bro. I was like, what I'm supposed to do with that? Nigga, I walked off, bro. I was like, bye, man, shorty. I don't even got to say nothing. Y'all, I dropped the mic, bro. I dropped the mic. Thank you for letting me vent, bro, because I just wanted to drop some knowledge. The brothers, man, don't get married, man. Just don't, bro. If you do, give her an assessment, interview her, ask her basic questions. Like, where do you see yourself? What is your hobby? If she don't have a hobby, then how do you think she's going to be interested in you when she doesn't even have a vision for herself, bro? These women lack vision because they lack knowledge. They don't put nothing in their brains. If you got a chick watching Tyler Perry, Real Housewife, or any Love and Hip Hop show, bro, run now, bro. Run now. Because
you know what the sad part is, bro? Not to interrupt you, but you know the sad part about that? When I was interviewing my bro Kodak about South Africa, and they said they had BET out there, I was like, it's all like,
there it goes.
And
she was like, yes, we love BET. I was like, oh,
there it is. Yeah, and one last thing, Aaron, is and as brothers, man, let's stop promoting these Instagram girls, man, because if you a fine chick, but you want to show the whole world your body, and then you want me to get on a knee and marry you and give you my last name, how that work? I mean, where is the
Instagram? You talking about OnlyFans girls want you to marry him now, bro?
I know. Just like brothers in jail wanting these chicks with jobs to come and bail them out when they get out. It's backwards, man. It's backwards, man. We as brothers, all of you brothers are smart. I've watched all of y'all videos, and all of y'all got good content. But for us to truly be effective, bro, we have to develop a system that's actually helping people. Our people need more than therapy, bro. We got to come to a reality that we need self-development. These women need self-development, but it's hard to teach them when they only listen to the white man or they only listen to their professor. They'll dedicate all of that time to them to get a degree, but they miss life's degree. Do you have a degree in life? Do you have a degree in the streets? You have a degree in dating. They're not qualified. You make 100,000 and you got a PhD. I'll pee on your PhD. I don't need you to cook for me. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to have sex with me. I need you to support me. I need you to listen to me like I listen to you when you're complaining about work. You think I care about that? You think I care about your stupid office drama that you having with a girl? How's that benefiting me and us? How are we bouncing knowledge and creating? See, men, we are gods. That's why we create. Everything you walk into was created by a man. Show me one thing created by a woman. So that means you're a god. You can't be on a creation and not create. You are to create if you have tapped into that. So I no longer look for a woman that's a queen. I'm looking for a goddess because she'll be in tune, mind, body, and soul. A queen is beneath the goddess because if she's a goddess, she already embodies a queen. But see, we got to understand that as men, know your value. And so it's easier for you to make executive decisions because I fire their ass or fire their butt. Excuse me. Fire them. Donald Trump them. If you can't do that, you're not as strong as you think you are as a king because she's still controlling you and ruling you. Because people say it's cheaper to keep her. Man, it's cheaper to leave her. And I'm dropping
facts,
mic
man.
on that.
That's facts, bro. Facts, bro. Let me catch a super chat real quick. Shout out to Kill Deuce with a $5 super chat. I really appreciate that, my bro. He says the book of Eli just went off. Yeah, man. Eli about that life. That's my brother out there, man. We have been through it, you know, out there in Medellin, man. I guess Eli popped off for a little minute, but I'll bring him on the show on another episode, man. But let's get back to it. Let me hold on, give me a second. Oh, he just said 1 minute. You come back, you hit the link, come back in, Eli. Let me catch a super chat. We'll get back to number 7. Corey Washington with a $5 super chat. I think Corey out here with me in Rio. Appreciate that $5 super chat, brother. He says these women today are just tired, and marriage is the last ditch effort to survive, and that's it. It's a game for them with no risk. I'll be damned. That's a good point. And that actually leads us into number 7. And I think it's on you, Delane. You will lose money through marriage, starting with the wedding. Now, I got a big point to say this. I got a very good point for saying this, right? Now,
what's up?
A dude like I consider to be my little brother. You know, we bought a house together and everything, man. We're not related by blood, but we're very close. And hopefully he'll get mad at me for saying this story. But I remember, you know, I kind of know my man money at, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he was getting married to a female. He was getting married to a girl he had met like a year or two prior. I kind of told me I feel like he was rushing it, but I get it. You know, in your 30s, you know, she in her 30s. I get it, bro. But she wanted a $30,000 wedding. Hey. My man net worth was $30,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here like, bro, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. You feel me? Like, y'all can have a nice wedding. Because in my opinion, I feel like the big wedding should come in 5 to 10 years of us being married. Let's get married. Let's see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And then we can have a big wedding 10 years from now. It'll be the 10-year decade wedding, lavish wedding. We've been married 10 years. That's a celebration. But if I've been dating a girl for a year and a half and she wants a $30,000 wedding and that's all that money I got in my bank account, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, my thing is this, man. We have like, what we at, the iPhone 12 right now, 13. You know, we come out with innovative technology year after year. We come out with these cars like Elon Musk, but we still have outdated concepts like marriage. I think we need to update this whole concept of marriage. We need to update the rules and the how it benefits the man, how it benefits the woman. We need to throw out the old concepts and bring in some new concepts. We need to update this book of marriage, man. And what is it, like the engagement ring is? You need to have 20%.
20%. Yeah, 20% of your yearly income or something.
So you're already spending. Yeah.
So if you make $100,000 a year, which is, you know, that's rare, but if you make 100 bands a year, that's 20 bands to go to the wedding ring.
So that's what the women are expecting this. Like this.
They all know. They all know it, bro. I've been told this several times.
Yeah.
I've literally had women lead me into Freedman's. You know what I'm saying? We in the mall. They be like, "Hey, let's go in here. Look at some rings." I'm like, "I met you 3 days ago, but all right." She's like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? She's trying to gauge how much money I make a year. She was like, "Yeah, you work for postal service, huh? You work for CVS. You do a little camera work, huh? Let me see. This is $17,000."
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's wild. I did not know. Wow.
I got some stories to tell, man. I've been through it, man. That's why I kind of like being single a little bit, even overseas, bro. I ain't gonna fucking front.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta keep it real, man. So you are. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that you already losing money before you even get married. You already. I remember I was watching this thing, and I'm not sure how true these TV shows when they have like divorce courts or whatever, or Judge Judy. It's this girl. She goes around and she gets engaged to different dudes, and she takes the engagement ring and pawns the money and cashes out. But then she doesn't follow through with the marriage. She's a habitual scammer, and this is what she does. She just. I'm not saying all women do this. I'm not generalizing, but I'm just saying that as we, we're in a globalized dating market. Women are having access to all types of men. It just seems like everything is in their favor with marriage. And before you even get to marriage, you got to blow 20% of your money. It's just not a fair deal. It's just not a fair deal, man. What was that? J. Clyde say something?
Yeah.
I had a homie that had a lavish wedding, gifted the bride with a BMW series at the reception, and they were divorced less than a year later. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. Bro.
I mean, you gotta put yourself in the shoes of a woman, and
yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely, man. Shout out to my dude Jay Clyde. I meant to read that off for you, brother. But yeah, we've all seen that before. Like most definitely, bro. Most women want a wedding. They don't want to actually be married, because with marriage it comes like what we said earlier, obligations. With marriage comes obligations.
Yeah.
Shout out to Man Tomorrow with a $5 super chat. He says marriage is still a business decision. I definitely agree with that. MOT. He says an intercultural one. Some cultures succeed, most of them don't. I definitely agree with that. Let me go ahead and get to where we at now. Number 8. If you upset her, she will punish you by emotional manipulation. All right. Go ahead, T-Bob. I'll let you go with that one.
Oh man, I think we've all.
I guess what the person meant, whoever wrote that, was like, how you and your girl might be kind of at each other for a moment, and then she goes into this. You know how women are with the manipulation tactics, bro. And you start feeling bad, even though you might be right on the point. Like, say if she say, "Baby, I want to go on a cruise," and I say, "Well, baby, we need to pay off this. You know what I'm saying? We need to pay this off or something." And then she go into this. I want to go on this cruise with my other homegirls, so let me go into this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, we are like boys are raised to be men, and we're raised to equip to look at our strength and look at our leadership skills and look at our ability to create things. Right? Women, they're not as strong as we are, right? So they're raised to play with dolls. They're raised to use their mind. They're raised to, I'm not going to say they're raised to manipulate, but
they're raised to manipulate, bro.
I'm just saying.
No, but that's real. That's real. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you, this gonna sound bad, I don't care. It's a men's platform. If somebody is stronger than you physically, right? If somebody is technically smarter than you at valid points, right? When I say smarter than you, I don't mean necessarily book smart and SAT smart. I mean these damn buildings, these damn planes, these damn ships. that type of intelligence matter because what? It keeps society moving. So the only ace card they really have is what? Let's keep it a buck. It's a manipulation. Sex. Manipulation of the mind for sex. Because they know we want, they know we crave it, they know we need it. Even if we don't have it, bro, we start getting violent. You ever see how violent men are in prison?
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, I get antsy when I ain't had sex in a while, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real, bro. I remember when I went on a little drought one time, man. I got banned from H&H Greg. I got banned from the bank. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Boy, I need to get me a girlfriend, bro. I'm tripping. I'm out here deboing people. You know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. I'm like, man, why I'm so mad? I'm chasing people down the highway. You know what I'm saying? For cutting me off. You know, like, oh, I need some booty. That's the problem.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah.
Hey man, let me catch this number 9 real quick, bro. This is a good one, T-Bob. The court system is not balanced in America.
Oh man,
that is,
I mean, we make
up? You can argue with that, right?
Yeah, I know, right? That's we make up what percentage of the prison population? Males?
The males or just black males? Which one?
Males in general. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I know it's a lot of us. I mean, I'm not sure.
97%
in America?
Yeah, in America.
I'll look it up real quick.
And it's like I hear a lot of stories of women doing some crazy stuff, like windows busted, houses trashed, all this stuff like that. It's like, why don't they ever end up in jail or prison as well? But
here it is. I'm not sure how true this is. 93% is men and 7% is women.
Yeah, that's
wait a minute. What's the percentage?
93%
men.
Yeah. Male prisoners who make up 93% of the total prison population at the end of 2018 declined and almost went down by 1 or 2%. Females who made up 7.6% of the total prison population decreased 0.5%.
Okay. So
I could definitely believe that, man. I remember with my homeboy talking to this female. She was our neighbor. We had like a little condo out there in Atlanta, and she had an ankle monitor. And I was like, man, she got a big booty, but she got an ankle monitor. You might want to ask about that, homeboy. so he asked about it, and she was like, she called her boyfriend cheating on her. So she got a brick and smashed him in the face with the brick while he was asleep.
Yeah, that's
right. And he had to have all types of facial surgeries. And all she got was I think she said she spent like 2 months locked up or something, but she got out and she has to wear an ankle monitor. And his face gonna be messed up for life.
Yeah, 2 months.
So, you know. But I mean, she was fine as hell, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, I would have took a chance on that booty too. You
know? Even after you heard the story?
Bro, the funny part is we didn't even know she had an ankle monitor for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, damn, you had an ankle monitor on that long? Because we're looking at the booty. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened one day we looked down. I'm like, bro, I think that's an ankle monitor. My homeboy's so green. He's from the country, so he don't even know what ankle monitor is. I'm from the ATL. We know what ankle monitors are. And I'm like, he's like, what that is, bro? I said, man, that's an ankle monitor to monitor her actions, bro. I think she's on probation or something.
Yeah.
You know, so let me catch this last one, man. We're going to go ahead and sum up the show. We've been at it for a good little minute. Women marry up, which means men marry down. What y'all think about that, man? That's a good. I'll let both of y'all chime in on that before we go.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in the mindset of a woman and I'm gonna carry a child around for 9 months, I'm probably gonna get the best mate as possible. I'm reaching for the stars and then some, you know, because what is it called? Like hypergamy?
Yeah, hypergamy.
You know, it's just like a biological thing for us to be masculine. It's a biological thing for them to find the best person who could provide, protect, provision.
What would you say that? What does marrying down from a man's perspective really mean? Like, I really don't understand what that actually means, because if you're, I think you're muted.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, say you're an architect or a lawyer, you're making $150 a year, and she's a school teacher.
Okay, so financially.
Financially.
Men definitely marry down, for sure.
Financially, for sure.
We would accept a girl.
Bro, we'll accept a woman that work at Walmart, and we're a millionaire as long as that tail nice and that face.
Yeah, we don't care at all.
We don't care about that. Right. They can work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care.
But it's funny, a lot of women.
That's not nature. Some cats care, but
yeah.
How do you look at the guy that's married to what's her name? Monique. Shout out to Monique. No, I'm trying to diss Monique, but you know what I mean. Like
the comedian.
Yeah, the comedian. She has more money than him, and
he a white guy.
Like, no, he black guy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who she.
So you got some guys that prefer to date women with money, but you got some guys they be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and marry down and get me a woman that look good. So you know, different strokes, different folks, man. Shout out to Jason Phillips with $10 super chat, man. He says, preach. So yeah, guys, man, I'm gonna go ahead and sum up the show. I appreciate y'all both coming on. We gotta do another one of these real soon, man, because I want to talk about all y'all travels, because y'all been traveling. Y'all been to a lot of countries, man. You want to give us a list of what y'all been before we go?
Oh man,
T-Bar, you want to go first?
Oh man, pretty much all of Europe. I would say all of Europe. Besides, I would say the countries I haven't been to in Europe. I haven't been to Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway, Finland. Haven't been there, but pretty much mainland Europe. Pretty much covered all of that. Been to a little Middle East, so like United Arab Emirates, Qatar. Been to Turkey, but that's kind of Europe. Then Latin America. I've been pretty much all Central America besides El Salvador, or I haven't been to Ecuador either. But in South America, I've been to Brazil, Argentina, Colombia. What else? What am I missing? Am I missing somewhere? Probably missing somewhere, but that's at the top of my head. That's what I could say. So pretty much all of Europe, a little bit of Middle East, pretty much all of Central America, a little bit of South America, or majority of South America, and not much of Asia. I definitely want to hit, even though Middle East is technically Asia, but like not much of like South Asia. Haven't been there yet.
Okay, cool. And Delane?
And I'm gonna try to be quick. Australia, all of Scandinavia. When we went to Europe, I went to Norway, Sweden, and Copenhagen, and Finland. Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, Mexico, of course, and then Brazil just recently. I went to Belize, France. I've been in the UK. I've been to London. I think that's about it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah. So real quick, man, last question for both of you. If you had to leave the States and not come back ever again, which country would you choose to relocate and get citizenship? I'll start with you, Delane.
I had to leave. I really thought this about Australia, because I feel like Australia has all the good things that I like about New York. It's a mixed bag. You can make a lot of money. It's very intercontinental. There's a big nightlife here. A great infrastructure. You pulling all types of people from all over the world come to New York. That's the thing. That's one of the good things I like about New York, right? So I feel like Australia has all those things, but for some reason, I see myself growing tired of it though. In maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5 years, I see myself growing tired of it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because it's far away from everything. So if I wanted family to visit me or some friends to visit me, or if I want to do business somewhere, it'd be so much harder for me to make moves. So right now, the second runner-up, I need to discover Brazil a little bit more. I really enjoy Rio. It was not what I expected. I thought I was going to be in dangerous situations. I wasn't at all. I was keeping my P's and Q's, my wits about me, and I had a thirst to learn Portuguese. So I guess that's kind of like the second runner-up.
That's what's up. And T-Bob?
Based off what I know from Delane, I think Brazil. It should be Brazil. Yeah. It would be Brazil. Because Brazil covers all grounds. Like that from what you told me so far. Like because you just get that mixture, right? North Brazil has its own flavor. And if you want to go south, that's like the Europe, right? So Brazil would be what I would say for you. But me, any country in Europe, just because everything is so close, and you just get that mix of.
Wait, say that again.
Any country in Europe.
Okay.
Because everything is so close, and you get that different vibe, like with just like a 30-minute flight away, right? It's so driving from city to city in the US is hopping from country to country in Europe. So that's what I like about Europe. But when it comes to like the political XYZ stuff in Europe, I much prefer other places. But if you're just in terms of having fun, Europe for sure. If we're talking strictly fun, quality of life, ease of life, Europe for sure.
That's what's up, man.
That's why I think like Foreign Strategies is good, because we're like the same but different. He has a preference for things, and I have a preference for other things. So when people coming on our channel, they're getting a taste from two different perspectives, but we're the same, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man. And y'all got a merch store as well, right?
Yeah, I'm actually wearing the hoodie right now.
Yeah, let's check it out. That's what's up.
Yeah, if you want to check out our merch, the link is in the description of all our videos. If you buy the merch right now, we'll hook you up with a consultation.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, brothers, I appreciate you coming on. I got the link to Foreign Strategies in the description, guys. So till next time, man. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We all got to get on a panel one day, man. In-house.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
We got to get that set up.
All right. Peace, fellas.
Appreciate it. Thanks again. Y'all take care.
All right, bro.